Am I wrong for letting my daughter get kidnapped?
Am I the a-hole for stalking my brother's wife?
What is popping, Jake Paulers? It's your boy. I'm with two idiots right now. We decided to make the beginning of a beautiful video.
Will be gorgeous.
So I came up with a beautiful idea. So you know those weird Reddit stories where they're like entirely fake, where it's like, am I the a-hole for screwing my sister and blaming my dog? Those crappy stories. So we have a beautiful idea that all three of us are going to write our own Reddit stories for funsies that are entirely fake and just see how it goes. We're gonna read all of them to each other. We're gonna post them to Reddit and then also read off the comments to each other. We got a list of things and a hat for us to determine what we're going to be writing about. Are you ready?
Okay, let's do it.
Asher is first, so he's currently drawing the category of the subreddit that he's gonna be doing.
Am I wrong? Okay, Colin's turn.
Today, I effed up.
So we know
Okay, so I got, am I the a-hole? Yay. Age.
Yep, let me rip
So
this
the
up really
age,
quick.
so we're gonna be drawing two this time, and it's going to determine the ages of the characters in the story.
We got some wild ages on here. We got...
Don't spoil it.
Kick him out. Leave him in Nevada.
You can't say that on a YouTube video.
Leave.
Show him.
There's a car right there, or I would start driving away.
Show him. It's what he gets. So we're down one person.
Yeah.
I don't know what I found, but I found it on a fence, and I really like it.
It's an explosive.
Probably.
Are you lightning?
And that's how Jaden's average interaction with a woman goes. He just sputters and then makes uncomfortable noises.
Okay, let's draw ages.
Okay.
Do we do
I
it
draw
one at a
two,
time?
right? Oh, sure, yeah.
Slower
So
and
I'll
more
do my.
deliberately.
I got 94.
Going on in 63.
63, coolio. I got 24.
All right, we haven't had any of the younger ages. 24 is the youngest age so far.
12. I got
Oh,
94 and 12.
We talked about that combo.
We were making jokes about that.
I got 18.
Legal. I got 30. So I got 24 and 30. That's not that bad. Then this last category is the vague topic that ours has to be about. So you almost ready with those categories?
No, yeah, let's talk about your love life more.
When Jaden was 4 years old, he didn't receive much love. Dude, you put this up to your ear, you can hear the ocean. Or maybe that's the sound of tetanus slowly developing.
There's no more Asher.
No.
We probably should have had this horn up already.
I thought we were just gonna like cut and then I would tear up the next. Like,
I wonder
the
if
next
this'll
batch.
smash
There's
your
too much
windshield.
good content though here.
Who's calling me?
Was it your mom?
Hello? We had a conversation about this yesterday. I can't remember. He might have been. He might have been in the bathroom though. Yeah, and then I was like, and then you were like, okay. And I was like, but I also am hanging out with Asher and Jaden tomorrow. Love you. Nope. She has not said love you to me on phone calls in like 3 months. The sad part is that's not even a joke.
Oh, that's so sad.
Let's get on. Maybe you can
I
write
know
about
what'll
that.
make you feel better. Here, draw.
Drawing a category?
Yeah, drawing a category.
It's just one. No, wait, we have to do it. Yeah, you have to go first because that's what we've done all the times.
Can I redraw?
What'd you get?
I got hitchhiking. No, okay, I can make that work with a 94-year-old and a 12-year-old. Okay, hitchhiking.
Let's
Wait,
see what I got.
what was your category?
Vandalism?
Am I wrong?
That's not very fun.
Am I wrong for picking up a 12-year-old hitchhiker?
Okay, if you get something lame too, I think we should redraw.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe we draw twice and we choose which one we want to do.
Stalking.
Okay, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, I say
Let's
we
draw a second one and we
Yeah.
can choose between the two.
Okay, hitchhiking or maybe we could combine that. Does this say woman's?
Did you separate women's rights?
Oh, I think I did.
Okay, so that one's
Women's
just
rights.
women's rights.
So there should
Women's
be
rights and
rights.
hitchhiking.
Hitchhiking and women's rights.
So if you draw rights, just give it to Asher.
And redraw.
Yeah.
Right. I kid you not. That is what I pulled out. Pubes.
Oh, you got vandalism and pubes.
Pubes. Hooray.
And then I got stalking and murder. I got am I the asshole? 30 and 24 stalking murder.
I got am I wrong? 12 and 94 women's right and hitchhiking.
I'm excited for that one. That's going to be a tough
Yeah.
one to do.
Yeah, that is
And
really
I got, today I messed up with a 63-year-old and an 18-year-old with vandalism and pubes.
Cut to us in like like a week or something when we have these written. So we're gonna post it to Reddit.
Right.
And then whatever comments we get on the Reddit post, then we're gonna film so that I'm gonna tell my story and the comments at the same time.
Okay, let's say, should this
we'll
be a
read it.
competition? Like the most people who believe it's true or something like that?
I mean, yeah, it's whoever can write the most believable Reddit story.
What?
But it also
what
is
does the
gonna
winner
be
get?
wild.
This
winner
winner gets this trophy.
Okay, so we are back
We're back.
with this amazing video. All three of us have written ours. I personally think that mine is gonna be the worst, so we're gonna start with mine.
It's gonna be the worst in what way?
I think it's just gonna be the most boring, so I might as well
Oh.
start with the more
Mine is
boring
not
one.
boring.
Yours looks short compared to mine.
Yeah, mine is
This
really
short.
short. Mine is short and boring, so I'm gonna start.
Oh, Jaden.
So,
I'm sure has a good personality.
am I the a-hole for stalking my brother's wife? About a year ago, my 30M twin brother was killed in a drunk driving accident. His 24F wife took everything pretty hard, understandably. She went almost entirely no contact with my family because seeing us reminded her too much of my brother's death. Ever since, I have been checking in on her, making sure that she was okay. The other day, though, she caught me, and let's just say she wasn't too happy. She came up to me and started screaming at me for what feels like hours about how she had noticed me following her for about a month. I tried telling her that I just wanted to make sure that she was okay because of how much she meant to my brother. She didn't accept that and stormed off, pissed off at me. Am I the a-hole?
Okay, that's actually kind of like
That's
that could be
believable.
split.
Yeah.
That could be like
Yeah, so I had one person in the comments who like doubted it. So this one is this comment, this reads like the beginning of a Netflix thriller that got a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. And that just the consensus was, yes, you're the a-hole. I mean, it sounds like you're doing more than checking in. If she has been watching you follow her for at least a month, stalking pretty much always makes you the a-hole. But then someone responded to that saying, his check-ins were just very thorough. Gotta see how she's doing at work, that she's properly getting her nutrition, how she's sleeping, making sure that she's maintaining proper hygiene. Just very thorough check-ins.
you were just being super nice.
Yeah.
Like
Wanted to
you
make
were
sure
going
she
above
was
and beyond.
she was 100% okay.
Exactly. Clean yourself in the shower. Well,
I mean, a lot of the comments are just like, yes, you're the a-hole. Like, you might have had good intentions, but terrible execution.
Okay, do you want to go next, Asher?
yeah, I have a feeling that Collins will be the best. Am I wrong for letting my daughter get kidnapped?
Oh, what?
Recently, my 35 male daughter, 12, has been hanging out with her friends a lot. I love that for her, but they are just always trying to find new and fun things to do together. The other day, my daughter walked into the living room where I was talking to my 94-year-old grandma. She asked if she could go hitchhiking with her friend. I guess her or one of her friends had seen some YouTubers doing it or something. I told her that she could most definitely not go hitchhiking because it's super dangerous, especially for someone her age. She said that one of her friend's 15-year-old sister would go with them. I laughed and told her no again. My grandma then asked, why not? I respect and love my grandma a lot, but she is old-fashioned in her way of thinking. She continued to say that hitchhiking used to be a common practice, and that if I had a son instead, I would let him go hitchhiking. I thought that it was a stupid conversation to be having, so I told her no one more time and left the room. Later that day, my grandma brought it up again and said that I limit what she can do, all because she's a girl. This is like me trying to squeeze into women's rights. My daughter overheard and came into the room and started begging me to let her. Over the course of the next couple of days, she kept begging, so I came up with a plan. I called one of my friends from work and asked him if he would help me with scaring my daughter and teaching her and my grandma why the whole hitchhiking idea was dangerous. I then told my daughter that she was allowed to go hitchhiking and she just had to tell me where they were gonna do it. My friend from work didn't look like the most put together man, but I thought that it would help sell it. So after my daughter left, I told him where they were going to be at so that he could go pick them up and pretend to kidnap them for a little bit before bringing them back to my house. After a while, they got back to my house and my daughter and all of her friends were in tears, even the 15-year-old. I thought the kidnapper must have done a convincing job. My friend and I had a good laugh about it. I thanked him and then he left. I sat the girls down and told them that this is why it was such a dangerous idea and that it's easy to get kidnapped. They were all super mad at me and said that he had said really scary things. This is when you might have to start bleeping stuff out.
Oh, okay.
Dear.
I asked them what he said, and they told me that he said things and he then brought them to a parking lot where he got out of the driver's and opened the back door where all of the younger girls were sitting and talked about He then told them it wasn't real and brought them back home. I was appalled when I heard this. I expected him to just tell them that he was a kidnapper and then drop it immediately as to not scare them too bad. I called him and told him what he did was disgusting and that he took it way too far. He said that it was all a practical joke and that the point was to scare them. I hung up and apologized to the girls. Later, my wife got a call from the other girls' parents who didn't know that their daughters were doing this at all. I know I should have told the parents and my wife, but I thought of it as a harmless prank. I've apologized countless times, but still, my wife, the kid's parent, and my grandma are all very upset with me. Am I wrong for trying to teach my daughter a lesson?
What the fuck?
Okay, so read some of the
Bad.
comments for us.
So the first comment was just, so you emotionally abused your daughter and you want to know if that's okay? And then the next person, yes, you are wrong. No part of this is okay. To be honest, I really hope this is fake. No one can really be this stupid. So this person really thought it was fake. They go, this story sounds about as legit as the dude selling Omega watches out of the back of his van in some alley in Bangkok.
I bought an Omega watch from the back of someone's van in Bangkok, and it was
Was it legit?
It was a legit watch.
So maybe they thought it was real. You did the right thing. Very similar to Chip scaring the bejesus out of kids by locking them up. I got one person on board.
So today I effed up by vandalizing my school with my pube. I know this story sounds wild, but hang with me. I, 18 male, was sent to live with my grandma, 63 female, when I was 12. I love her, but sometimes she's a little strict. I have a group of friends, and to say the least, we are not the brightest. We dare each other to do stupid stuff, and usually we do it. This past weekend, me and my friends were hanging out down by the river by our school. We were messing around and daring each other to do stupid stuff, but nothing too bad. Until my friend gave me an ultimatum with 2 dares. I either let him make out with my girlfriend, he's had a massive crush on her since 7th grade, but I bagged her. Now for me, this was easy to choose. Vandalism was more of a thrill, and I didn't want my girlfriend to kiss another dude. So I took the vandalizing dare. I assumed I'd go get some spray paint or eggs and spray paint the school or egg it, but my friend had a different idea. You have to super glue your pubes to the door handles of the school. My jaw dropped. I no longer wanted to vandalize the school, but they wouldn't let me back out of it, and I couldn't let my friend make out with my girlfriend. So we went back to my house and I grabbed an electric shaver and got to work. After I'd shaved everything, I gathered the shavings and put them in a bag. Next, I grabbed some super glue and we went to school. When we got there, my friend provided me light to see what we were doing as I began gluing my pubes onto the door handles. We worked our way around the school, getting every single handle. On the third to last, I felt my phone ring and saw it was my grandma. She asked me what I was up to, and I made a lie about being at a friend's house and stuff. Then I heard something that stopped my heart right there. I heard my grandma's voice as she rounded the corner of the school to where we were at. "Oh, is that so, honey? Well, what are you doing at the school?" My friends and I froze and tried to hide the evidence, but it was too late.
Dude, is your grandma the stalker from Jaden's story?
She said she heard me come home and thought it was weird I came home, so she decided to follow me. She had watched us from a distance and had seen us putting things on the door handles, and she went to investigate it and saw it was pubic hair that was super glued to the handles. My grandma called the principal, who was one of her good friends, and also the police. We begged her to not, but she wouldn't listen. She said she was going to make sure we had to clean it up ourselves, and then proceeded to give us a lecture about how vandalism isn't okay, especially this type of vandalism. She said it was also inappropriate and stupid. I tried to explain that it was either this or my friend got to make out with my girlfriend, but my grandma still wasn't sympathetic. When the principal showed up, she was furious. She said she was definitely going to press charges, so me and my friends would have to attend court for this, seeing as how we were all legal. Me and my friends stayed that night in jail, and we have a court date in a few weeks. My grandma says she's not sorry for what she did, and she hopes I get the worst punishment I can get to teach me a lesson. I'm not mad for getting caught, I'm just mad I did it in the first place. The police officer was really nice and said we'd most likely get community service is all, but it will go on our permanent record. And
Wow.
people ate this up.
Okay, can I just say, you melded those two themes together so well.
Yeah,
I
Like,
know.
those-
So this one girl said I stopped reading at "Let him make out with my girlfriend." Does she not get a choice in who she makes out with? Someone else said same here, but the bagged her line. Talk about objectifying women. Yeesh.
yeah.
So people were believing me left and right. Dude glued his pubes to the door handles. You expect him to be a decent human being? Person said, plot twist, while you were distracted doing this, your friend was banging your girlfriend. This other person said, your grandma is a fucking snitch. Everyone makes mistakes, and while this situation is certainly extreme, it's an opportunity to reflect and grow. Facing the repercussions now can help guide you to make better choices in the future.
This person has done this before.
Yeah, I didn't know my guidance counselor was on Reddit. Community service is a service to the public.
So Asher, do you think that you know who won this contest?
I think I do.
Yeah.
Gets this metal pipe.
The metal pipe in Nevada.
Colin!
Colin.
You did so good.
Okay. That was this video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment.
Subscribe to this man's OnlyFans. He's trying to move out.
I'm not 18. Don't do that. Comment who you think had the funniest story. Whoa, 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 whoa. I love having a gimbal. Whoa, whoa.
put it
I
on
am
our
a milkman.
Patreon.
My milk is delicious.